are live, or hopefully will be live and direct on the internet, on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. A Mixer popped up.
YouTube's up.
YouTube's up. I
Yep.
know, this is such a big pain that you have to. We're live and direct, are we? Because you don't know for sure until you see them individually pop up, and I'm not
Yeah, I just got a
There we
notification
go.
for YouTube, so
Uh, but we have something, or someone has something in common with us now.
who's that?
Shroud. He ditched. Well, we didn't ditch Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch, but he's on Mixer now. So he's the second big streamer to switch from Twitch to exclusively on Mixer. He hasn't said why, to my knowledge. Just made the announcement, and that was it.
Yeah, I didn't get anything pop up on my phone or nothing, or Facebook news or anything. No, no. When did it happen? Anyway,
Yesterday, and
I'm surprised I didn't hear about nothing.
then today was his first stream exclusively on Mixer. And the sad thing is he started about half an hour before we did. Otherwise, I'd have caught some of it. But, eh, I'm sure he's going to be there for a long time. So, for those of you, this is Stash. That
Yeah, I'm surprised. Next will be Doctor Disrespect. I guarantee it.
oh, I don't know that he would go. I mean, his ego is so much so that Mixer would be like, no, we ain't giving him that much money.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see because with the way like things are with Twitch and becoming Pornhub is just ridiculous.
Well, the funny thing, yeah, because the Twitch thoughts have inspired actual porn. What are you doing on my lap? Uh, Pornography uh, uh, actors or actresses to stream on Twitch. But the funny thing is you are not climbing up here. Not with those claws.
Yeah, and
Not with these claws.
it's sad, man, because like they get
It
they
gets
get
that out of
invited
you.
they get invited to TwitchCon and everything, and they're not even gamers.
Oh well, they're streamers. I'm sure they're popular.
Yeah, but it's just Twitch is supposed to be for gaming community, not.
It's just chatting.
I don't know, man. I kind of just give up on it, man. Once you see them going to like TwitchCon and stuff, it's like why are they even there? They don't even. I don't even know why I'm even thinking too much into it.
Well, let's run the intro.
7654321.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Lock in that orange juice.
No, that's green tea.
Well, to our first subject of the night. If you have a really old Roku device, Netflix will not work after December 1st. And these are some of the like Netflix. I mean, Roku's been around since 2008.
I didn't even know it's been around that long.
Oh yeah, because we carried them at the store. What was it, 2011, something like that?
Yeah, and at the end of electronics lifespan, we got a couple of them.
Yeah, and but if you have a Roku box and you stream Netflix, you have a Netflix account, ain't gonna work. Is not going to work for long. I mean, that's all there is to that. We're just something we wanted to touch on. But not to be outdone. Hands on with a new foldable phone concept that is the largest and most daring yet. And this is from TCL.
Uh-huh.
And it's a tri-fold phone. It folds twice. And it folds out to be a 10-inch tablet.
Wow. Whoop-de-doo.
It's not something you're dying for?
You already know how I feel about these damn folded phones. It's ridiculous.
It is kind of ridiculous.
I don't know what's next.
It folds out and goes onto your wall.
Phones you can answer through 3D glasses.
But it says it's still in the prototype phase, so no pricing yet. But tri-fold phone. That's pretty
Stupid. It's garbage. And people come up with any damn thing just cause.
But there's an app that you'll probably be interested in. This brilliant app waits on hold for you. It's called Do Not Pay. It has other things that it does, but if you call a company, it'll get you through to a person. It costs $3 a month. You don't wait on hold. It waits on hold, and then once it detects that a person's answered, it'll ring the phone. So they're in effect waiting on hold for you now.
Oh, I can. That's something my wife can use. I don't mind waiting for the calls and stuff, but she's very impatient. So that'd be something for her. I know she'll be happy to use it. Me, I really don't care. I just sit there, put it on speaker, and I'll just do what I gotta do, dishes, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's $3 a month. I think that's kind of. I guess if you use your phone a lot, call a lot of businesses a lot, where you have to go through a tree and all that, the phone tree.
Yeah, the stream froze on Twitch, or is it just me?
It's you, because I'm looking at Twitch and it's running.
I guess I'll try to refresh. There it is.
Yeah, Twitch has been having that problem since they did this wonderful new update. And to boot, their viewer counts are wrong too. But they're trying to make themselves out to be YouTube, I think.
I don't know what they're doing. Just wasting their time jerking off the Twitch thoughts.
I'm sure there's quite a bit of that going on. But to our next
Circle jerk.
Article. Netflix won't shy away from taking bold swings as streaming competition heats up.
Come on, guys. Amaranth's dancing again. Let's look at her butt.
And what Netflix is doing, they're really doing their originals, pushing those a lot more because they don't have, they can't get from Disney or anybody like that anymore. So they got to come up with more of their own stuff because
Disney, man,
Disney
their streaming service they're coming out in about a week or so, a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then They're cheaper too.
for now, because that price just starts.
Yeah, but still, just it's a smart move because it's good enough for people that, oh, well, that's pretty cheap, and then they make the switch. So it's a good move to like grab customers from Netflix
Yeah,
until they get a good amount, and then they can go ahead and boost it up.
but I mean, what are the? I mean, Disney is known for being family friendly. There are a lot of movies, a lot of shows that are not family friendly. So we'll see how that shakes out.
I mean, they're gonna have like all the Marvel stuff. They're gonna have all different kind of stuff, and it's not just gonna be family friendly stuff on there because they're also they're also throwing in, you get Hulu as well.
Yeah, I did see that.
So it's a good bundle, man. So there's something that's gonna make Netflix bite their nails for a little bit,
Yeah.
but we really won't know how it is until it actually launches because it can have all kind of issues and stuff. So we really don't know until it actually hits.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens and how it goes. If it is successful, Netflix is probably gonna start sweating a little bit.
Yeah, they need content other than what they could come up with.
Then they're gonna have competition, and maybe they'll start putting more stuff on Netflix again.
That isn't going to be from Disney.
So hopefully they'll make them get off their asses and actually put some good content on there instead of just leaving the same shit on there for like ever.
Well, that's all they have to get, though, other than their own stuff.
And they start having to make some new Netflix originals or something.
An original that's interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait for The Witcher. That's gonna be interesting. I think that comes out in December.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Supposedly it was a leak, and they had to try to cover up real quick because they accidentally leaked the fucking release date.
So I have to find out if that's true or just like you say, just another rumor. But to the next article. Rumor has it, this is rumor, Intel has canceled its 10 nanometer desktop CPUs and will double down on 7 nanometer. About time. I mean, AMD's been 7 nanometer for about a year now, about a year. Yeah, because the processor I run is 7 nanometer. And like, now they're going to get off their high horse?
Yeah.
Because they finally did actually start being competitive. They started cutting their prices when AMD started eating their lunch. And
Yep.
they were doing it they're still doing it for now. So we'll see how that shakes out. But I tech deals with not just technology, but it's tech related. So guess what? We have some political news.
Yay.
Senator Wyden. Now this is a good thing, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Senator Wyden pushes for his Mind Your Own Business Privacy Act forward. So hopefully this does continue to go on. And what it is you'll have an easy to use button simply to opt out of them selling your data. And it can't be something that's like hidden or, pushed away or, 10 menus down. Into, you have to go to this menu, then this submenu, and this submenu, and this submenu, and that one. It's something that has to be prominent.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that keeps going because, Facebook, how much they talk about the First Amendment. Don't say anything about your right to privacy, which is the Fifth Amendment, if I'm correct.
I love the Second Amendment.
Yeah, but if you shoot your computer, they still.
I won't do that. That's brutal. I wouldn't do anything like that.
They still got your data.
I mean, if someone gave me like a old Dell, and I might shoot that. That'd be fun to do.
On to the next article.
I'll put Trump's face on it and then go at it.
Oh, his days are numbered. I'm hoping. I believe.
Me too. I'm hoping too, man. I'm hoping Bernie's back in the race. He probably was sitting there hoping like, oh man, damn it, he made it. God damn it.
I don't think Trump's going to make it to run.
Didn't work.
For office.
It didn't work. He probably sitting there making voodoo deals. Trying to make deals with the devil. Probably got a what's those circles?
Mm-hmm.
One of those circles in the basement with the circle and the star.
Oh, that's Wicca.
Sacrificing chickens.
That's
We win this election.
Voodoo? Yeah, voodoo.
Witchcraft.
Well, that's the circles with the star. I think that's voodoo. It might be witches too.
Let me win this election. Come on, I just sacrificed this chicken from KFC.
It's extra crispy.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Well, the Air Force finally retires 8-inch floppies from its missile launch control system.
I didn't even know they were still using floppies. What the hell?
Now, I don't know if you remember. You probably don't. You remember 5 1/4-inch floppies, maybe?
Yeah, I used to use them for my school projects, and I used to lose a lot of data. I think I remember I told you the story about me working all night and putting all this stuff on the project for a computer class, and then come to find out once I took it in, everything was blank. Everything was like gone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god! I spent all night. And you already know how tough it was working with computers back then, anyway. So getting in and all the stuff I needed on there, and we had to use PowerPoint too. So like trying to get animations to load on there right, and did all this work, and it was just gone. I failed that assignment.
Well, the 5 1/4s.
I had to tell my teacher like it was on there. I swear it was on there. She's like, yeah, sure, yep.
Yeah, before there was 5 1/4s, there was 8-inch. That's how old these systems are. Now, the reason that the Air Force went away from 8-inch, now they didn't update the systems at all. You know, they're still using the same ancient computers. All
that money we paying them?
Well, they work, so you don't F with what works in these.
They still do anyway.
Well, for what they do, they're more than sufficient. Well, here's the thing. The nice thing about 8-inch is nobody uses it anymore. The problem with 8-inch, so it's very secure. You're not going to, if you get a 8-inch floppy, it's going to have all the correct data on it. It's not going to be hacked, because who has an 8-inch floppy disk drive, a working 8-inch floppy disk drive anymore, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's also the problem. There's no spare parts anymore. So when the read-write head goes bad, or this goes bad, or that goes bad, they either have to cannibalize from other devices that are broken.
Yeah.
Or, and they have to solder they are repairing PCB boards, replacing chips, stuff like that. Well, a lot of the stuff, the problem is spare parts aren't available anymore. They're just not. But what they're doing is changing over to a different format, and then having an adapter that'll adapt it to the old IDE or controllers.
Oh, okay.
So disk drive controllers, so that the new device will be usable on these ancient systems, it's pretty cool. But hopefully we didn't lose any security by doing that. Who knows if we did or didn't?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
fire on Russia again.
Oh, good. That's all right. Russia don't do anything. They don't do anything compared to Trump. They don't do anything. We keep bothering them and picking on them. They're not doing nothing at
Oh
all.
well, we basically just handed the uh, that conflict with Turkey. We basically just handed the territory the Kurds occupied right over to Russia and Iran. Russia and Turkey. Yeah,
It's
congratulations.
crazy how much he takes up for Russia. Every time someone says something about Russia, no, Russia's not doing anything. We're good
Oh.
friends. We're buddies. And I was like, oh man, this dude.
Well, there was an old Russian leader, his name escapes me. I don't remember his name, and Saturday Night Live did this skit. It was hilarious because this guy was bald and he had a birthmark on his head, and he's like, "Oh no, we're not going to invade. No, no." And when they cut away and cut back, his birthmark would get bigger in the form of countries that
Wow,
that
that's funny.
that was what it was. The Soviet Union was like trying to expand. It was funny.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah,
They're always doing something funny.
it was. On to our next article. Senators propose near total ban on worker non-compete agreements. Now, when depending on who you are in a company, you sign a non-compete agreement. Like, for example, Shep Smith just quit Fox News. You know who I'm talking about? The guy who was the actual news arm of Fox News.
No, I don't watch news or follow it at all.
Well, you know what I mean. He was an actual journalist anchor, where the other ones are commentators.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't be a journalist now for a year, which to me is like that's his field of work. Believe it or not, when we worked for Sears, we had a non-compete agreement, but it wasn't that extensive. But we did have it. It was that we can't work for Sears and work for Lowe's or Home Depot at the same time. That's non-compete as well. But these guys also, like I said, Shep Smith can't be an anchor or a journalist for a year. Hopefully, he saved
Well,
up his money.
yeah. Just chill, relax for a year. Maybe take a vacation.
With his husband or boyfriend, whatever.
I don't know. Take a vacation. Relax. Enjoy the sights. Take some time off from news.
The thing that I think is on to our next article. The thing I think is funny is, the Republican Party. We care about your rights. We care about your rights, right?
Yep.
But you have a city of Berkeley, which is highly liberal, unanimously votes to ban facial recognition. This is one of 4 cities that has passed this, and that is to say that the government won't be doing facial recognition, but that's not to stop anybody else from doing it. But it's just funny to me, and it's something that should be going on nationwide, not something that is, oh, this city we can, but that city we can't.
Yeah.
That should just be nationwide.
Yeah.
But that would also interfere with Outback. When was the last time you ate at Outback Steakhouse?
I don't know. Never been there.
Oh, well, Outback's, you know what, they're like Lone Star competition.
Yeah, never been there either.
Well, their big thing is they have what's called a Bloomin Onion. And here's an interesting thing is they're the only ones that have onions that are grown with what's called one eye. That's the center of the onion. Onions generally have like 2, 3 eyes or centers, but the ones that are grown for them only have one. And you can only supposedly get them, you can't get them because it's something they did or have. And it's strictly for them. But Outback Steakhouse tests a camera system to track guest experience. What do you have a waitress for? What do you have managers for?
Just to have them.
You know what I mean? Well, then why do you need this?
No. Why not?
I mean,
Because you can.
yeah, I put this article in yesterday, and as of today, they did cancel that program. But this is, another step in another direction of everything's going to be automated.
Yeah.
Everything, what do we need? We don't need to hire a cook. We don't need to hire waiters or waitresses. We have robots.
Yeah, why not? There's a place somewhere, I can't remember where it was. They have it might be in Japan. I don't know, I can't remember. Where they have a robot bartender.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
So there's no actual person there. I mean, you put in your order and then the robot will make your drink.
That's no
So no more tipping the no normally you tip the bartender, no more tipping the bartender for making a good drink or anything.
Maybe it has like an oil button here. You can you're getting a little squeaky there. Let me push this button. You can get yourself oil yourself up.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it can be like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's more money in your pocket because you ain't got to tip no more. But I don't know.
No, they just up the price of the drinks.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Now, last week there was a big, huge brouhaha of from Blizzard with the kids in Hong Kong that said that were saying stuff about free Hong Kong, and Blizzard came out. They banned the commentators, and they banned the player. Tried to take his money away, and then they gave him back his money, but he's still banned, not for a year, but for 6 months. Well, there's these college kids that decided, oh, well, we'll make a big stink. And not only are we going to make a big stink, we're going to ban ourselves. Right?
Yep.
So guess what Blizzard did now? The U.S. Hearthstone players that, said, about the Hong Kong protest are banned, even though they pulled themselves out. But they're banned for 6 months.
Ain't that a dead game anyway? Why is everyone getting us so hard on for this game all of a sudden?
Well, Minecraft's been around for how long? And everybody's like, how great it is, and I think it's just a piece of crap.
Hearthstone is dead on Twitch, so I don't know why people getting a hard on for. I think what is a card game, right?
I don't know, but it's competitive. I
think it's a card game. I think it's
an e-sport.
I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. But and everybody's like, what about these guys' First Amendment rights? It's like, you don't have a First Amendment right on someone else's property. There are things that we cannot say on YouTube, on Twitch, and Mixer. Okay? You have a right to free speech. I can take a bullhorn, go outside, and say whatever I want. Okay?
Maybe.
But
no.
And I could do that on my property, right?
No, I guess so.
Yeah.
It depends. Me, I'll get shot just for because I'm black. So.
Well, that's a different issue.
So I don't know. So it works for some people,
Well,
even on your own property. So
well, you know what I'm saying, though. You could,
yeah,
in theory, or maybe not a bullhorn because you may wake someone up and they'll shoot you, but you could walk outside and start screaming at the top of your lungs, whatever you want, right? And not go to jail. First Amendment right to free speech. But YouTube isn't a government entity. Neither is Twitch. Neither is Twitter. Neither is Mixer. Neither is Facebook. So you have to play by their rules. This is the same thing. Blizzard Hearthstone game has these policies, has these rules. If you want to violate the rules, here's your penalty. These guys weren't put into jail. They were just punished for violating the rules. Everybody wants these rights, but nobody wants responsibility for nothing.
nope.
There's a reason why yelling fire in a crowded movie theater when there is no fire is illegal. There's a reason. People die.
You get trampled. Yep. Or seriously injured.
But,
Or both.
yeah. Now, Google is coming out with what's called DNS encryption. And Comcast is trying to lobby lawmakers in the U.S. lawmakers over Google DNS encryption. And what this does is it's something that you can opt in with Google, and it basically will act kind of like a VPN, and it's because your ISP won't be able to know where you're going to. The information gets encrypted and goes right to Google.
That's good.
And Comcast can't have that because if Comcast doesn't know what you're doing, they can't sell that.
Oh well.
Google can, but Comcast can't. Now, everybody and their grandmother on YouTube and is get a VPN, use IP Vanish and this one, and Tunnel Bear, and that one. But is your data safe with a VPN?
No.
Well, apparently not, because NordVPN confirms it was hacked. Now, this doesn't affect anyone in the United States. It only affects people that use the service that selected the Finland server. And the way these servers work is a server goes, okay, I need to send this data, send this route to this server. And somebody didn't turn off. When you set up a server, you have it basically all open. Well, when you're done programming it and everything, you close everything, you secure it. Not just physically, but in software. And you shut down ports. Well, they didn't shut down the remote desktop port. So someone got in, and instead of routing the traffic to that server, it routed it to a different server. So if you went to the selected Finland as your server because you wanted to watch a show that was in Finland only, then you got hacked. Your data was compromised. But here's the thing that upsets me with this article. Take a guess when this happened.
2 years ago.
Close. March of last year.
No, that's an old article.
No, it's not an old article. They're just now telling people about it.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's not to them because now they're having to, backpedal a little bit. But you remember DOS games?
What is it?
MS-DOS?
I don't know.
Before Windows.
Yeah.
Okay. Internet Archive releases 2,500 MS-DOS games so you can relive the 90s. And it's like the old games that I don't know that anybody's played in forever. What do you think about that?
I don't see. I don't think a lot of those games were entertaining per se. I think mainly it was just
Not
there.
as compared to the games now.
It was just there because at the time, like it was, because you could, like you, what else could you do to kill time? And, watch TV and stuff. So it was just, and you was happy to actually play something on a computer. You know, if you got something like to work on a computer, man, it was just ecstatic. You know, like, and if it worked good, why not play it? And especially if it kills time and it keeps your attention for a little bit, why not?
And like I said,
I just don't think in today's. I don't think anyone's gonna be interested. When you have so many other different and better options, especially even mobile games. People would probably rather play that than stuff like that. The only old game a lot of people like to play from back then on like computer wise is Doom. That's the like oldest game I can think of. A lot of people like playing.
Yeah, well, does that mean the retro area in Twitch is going to get a huge explosion of viewers?
No, hell no.
And here's my take on that: is those 2,500 games probably should have been released into public domain like decades ago. And you know, games to me should have a copyright life of 10 years. Meaning that after 10 years, if I want to play the original Call of Duty, I should be able to play it. Period.
Yeah, should be able to download it and go ahead and play it.
Yeah, but no, we have to.
And a lot of games should be like that. I mean, there's a lot of games I would like to play like that was that's older that I actually enjoyed. But a lot of times it's hard to get your hands on them.
Well, you know what the copyright life of a game is? It is actually limited, but it's 120 years.
Like I think the game I was looking for the other day to play or purchase was Saints Row, the first one. And it said it came out for Microsoft, and I couldn't find that thing anywhere. Nowhere on the web, anything. Nothing.
Oh, speaking of playing games, I think I told this story about when my son and I were playing Call of Duty. There was a kid that was cussing, swearing, just being a little, you know what. And then his mother came into the room and disconnected him.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story, so that's funny.
Microsoft wants to use AI to bleep out bad words on Xbox Live Party Chat. So I guess here's an answer to those little kids and brats that think that they're adults when they're not, you know, swearing at people online, you know, while they're playing a game. I thought that to me is pretty cool. But you know, there's also going to be people who's it's censorship.
Yeah, to me, I think it's pretty funny.
Well,
Just to hear someone just what's name just getting there and getting beeped out, that's hilarious.
yeah.
I mean, I laugh at it even when they do it on TV and stuff. So I'll definitely laugh.
Oh, that I hope they do that. I think
So-
that would be something really. Of course, it won't work very well if the only thing you hear is beep, you know, for 10 minutes.
I mean, if it's doing it for that long, like you need to like take a chill,
Yeah. Well,
breathe, something, man. Like relax.
Well, onward and upward. Amazon's worldwide worker
What's up, buddy?
walkout is just
Hold
a
on, give me a sec.
tip of employee activism. Uh, Amazon's pissed off a lot of its workers, not just in the way they're treated, but in the way Amazon treats the environment. And this goes from like Los Angeles to Melbourne to London. It's Amazon worldwide. But the thing is, Amazon, from what I understand, does use a lot of solar panels, but apparently they could be doing better. And they will cut costs instead of improving things like normal companies do. You're still muted.
I know, I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay. So what do you think about that? Do you think people are going to lose their jobs over that one?
I doubt it. Because there's always going to be a new job created for something, and then lose it again. So I don't know. It's a cycle. The only time I think a lot of people will start losing their jobs is when they actually finalize all the robots for Amazon and everything.
Oh,
Once they do that, that's when I think a ton of people will start losing their jobs. And the thing is, there's people who's for it. Like, oh yeah, we want the robots and stuff. Then they be like, oh, well, this robot's going to take your job. Oh, no, I changed my mind. It's too late.
and that's the thing. It's not like this is a secret. They put this out all the time. You know, warehouse automation. They have robots that flip burgers. They have robots that clean floors. They have They said, then what do you need a human for?
Yeah, and the thing is, they probably be like, oh, how would you guys feel, to have this machine do this, to help you guys out.
Yeah.
That's the key word, to help you guys out. And they be like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, lighten the load up a little bit, man. That sounds great.
No.
Then they get it. Next thing you know, we're going to have to let you go, because since we got this now, we don't really need you anymore. But thank you for for all your years of helping out.
What do you think all this stuff is of training the AI? Training the AI. What do you? That's what it's there for.
Yeah, and they're all there. A lot of people are for it, and they have no idea what they even like being for. Just because just because there's so many lazy people, and the idea of having something supposedly help them out or lighten their load sounds great, and then you lose your job, and then what? Like, that's your fault.
Yep. Well, and
Because-
it's not like it hasn't been moving that way for decades.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, people were like
me.
they just still like keep, instead of people who open their eyes and like, okay, this is gonna be a problem for us. They're like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but they're not thinking in the long term effect, like, this thing can take my job.
I mean, there are things that will help you out, but if it's, I mean, they're building these things to replace jobs, not to help people out. I mean, it may start out as to help you out, but that's not where the development stops.
No,
But
No,
we're in
I
a
think it
time where
won't-
they're going straight for replacing.
it won't stop until it gets to the point, like I said, the Terminator effect. That's what's going to happen, where they're going to make it so advanced and not even think at all about it, and then it's going to just take over.
Pretty much.
And then it's too late after that.
Yeah, that's now.
Oh, we should have seen this coming.
Oh well, it's not like it was a secret. But
That's the funniest thing ever. We should have seen this coming. Like, you already knew what you was doing. You're making it too smart for your own good. You think you can control it, and then when it gets a mind of its own, you still going to think you can keep it under control. Like, there's always going to be rebellion for anywhere. That's the same thing with slaves or whatever. There's always going to be some kind of retaliation, regardless. You're
that's
muted.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see, like, it's cool that you can make all these technologies and we came as far as we did, and it's cool and all, but we have to have a cap. We have to have a cap, like, where to stop before these things take us out.
But I ain't gonna stop. We're past that point.
And that's the problem. Like we should have a cap of like, okay, we made it this smart, and that's what it should be. We shouldn't have it dumb keep going. Like, okay, we should make it so it can think for itself, and then boom, it's over. Skynet, here it comes. You're muted again.
Not like we didn't ask for it. Twitch CEO Emmett Shear on how community moderation creates communities. And what he's talking about here is, of course, the people that do the moderation for chats. Now, you have people saying, well, my First Amendment right. Well, guess what? You're in my chat. If you say something that is offensive, whatever, I want people to come to watch this show, come see us, that stuff. Is that going to happen if there's people, doing a lot of racial slurs or this, that, and the other thing?
No.
No. So that's, again, it's
Racial slurs and stuff. That shit is going nowhere anytime soon.
Right, but
and the thing is, I don't see like a lot of people really get like super upset or like surprised that it's still around. Like it's going nowhere.
But
it might dim down a little bit, but it's not going anywhere.
Well, and that's the thing is what you need to do is say, you know what, you're not welcome here now. Period.
When we get to the point where like everyone's like half cyborg, they'll come up with a new racial slur for that.
Half-breed, cyborg crap.
Well, people already use half-breed. I mean, it's not for like insults though. It's kind of more. I mean, some people use them as insults, as you can turn anything into an insult. But a lot of times it's like more like for hilarious.
Well,
but even that, like even a mix, whatever people call you half-breed or whatever. So, once you're like cyborg, like people gonna be talking about that. I mean, they might start calling you, "Oh, look, it's RoboCop,"
Well, and here's the thing that gets me.
And again, a lot of kids probably don't know who the fuck RoboCop is anyway. So
we need to stop redefining words because words have certain meanings. They have always had certain meanings. Some of those meanings are offensive, so we try to shy away from those words. Well, it doesn't help when you replace another word with this word.
No, it don't. It technically means the same thing. It just don't have that same like impact as the original.
Well, you know what? This is the word that means this. This is the word that means this. Changing the meaning of this word to mean the same thing as the first word doesn't help. It's just now two words you can't use. And I'm talking about is something, and I mean this with respect to you, the word smash. Smash means to squash something, smash it. Not make it mean have sex or eat.
It means a lot of other things.
No, it means to smash.
It's to get it in, to eat.
No. And why would you associate the two together?
Hey, man. It just happened.
Yeah, well, speaking of that thing, Pornhub finally removes girls do porn. Now, what this is essentially a sex trafficking site that they are now getting around to saying, oh, okay, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have this on our platform.
I never know about it. I never heard about it.
I never did either until... I
heard of so many different categories. I never heard of that category at all.
Yeah, well, that goes to this article. The feds get into the game. Feds torpedo massive dark web. Well, this is for child porn.
Yeah, dark web. Yep, you gotta keep an eye on that, man. People always use that as a back door.
I am of course a proponent of for privacy, but not privacy for this.
Yeah, I'm for trying to have your own kind of privacy, but when you're using it for foul stuff, and that's
illegal
cross
stuff.
the line.
Illegal stuff.
Yeah, foul stuff, illegal stuff. Just that's crossing the line. Like a lot of people use it the right way, and then you have tons of people who use it the wrong way.
But yeah, of course. And we were talking about automation. Automation threatening 25% of jobs in the U.S., especially the boring, repetitive ones from this study. I also read a different article. I didn't put it in because it does deal with tech, but it's a lot of good paying college student or college graduate. Oh, did I put it in? Yep, I think I did. 12 jobs, robots taking over the fastest. Number 12. Well, this is 12, not 10. Reservation and transportation, ticket agent, or travel clerk. How is that happening?
Well, we already got the self-driving cars, and then they're trying to have self-driving Ubers.
Oh yeah,
So
and then Uber just let go 350 more people.
yeah, and then they're also about to test. I don't know if they did it already or yet, or still about to. They about to test the semi trucks, the electric, the self-driving semi trucks.
Oh, they've been doing those too.
Okay, I didn't know if they started already.
Yeah, the one that I wouldn't like, especially air traffic controller. The people that are the police cop.
Yeah,
the
people
traffic cop.
keep an eye on the sky. Yeah, to keep an eye on the sky for you.
Telephone.
I rather have our actual person, keep an eye on stuff that's going on there.
Certain.
All right. You're muted.
Helps if I look the right button.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Telephone operator.
That's fine with me. I mean, I don't have no problem with a robot taking over that.
Oh well, that's the thing is what people don't want is to deal with an automated system.
I mean, we already deal with it already, and ain't nothing we can really do about it. I'll just suck it up and just deal with it. Been dealing with it for how long now? So just suck it up and just deal with it. Like, you've been dealing with it for ever. Ain't nothing new. No, just be patient. Like, make a sandwich or something while you wait. Do something. Like, you ain't got to what's the name? Yeah, a lot of times the shit don't understand what you're saying. That can be frustrating.
And like I said, these are not jobs that you just get hired off the street to do. These are college-educated people. Another one is chemical plant and system operator.
I think I want people to keep an eye on that too.
Medical and clinical laboratory technologist. The people that run the tests and that.
That's
stuff.
50-50. That is 50-50. Yeah, I'm going 50-50 on that.
And then postal service, mail sorter. That's already been moving to automation forever.
Yeah, they've already been upgrading that stuff for years.
How about ICE?
What do you mean, ICE?
Immigrations.
And what the hell? How is that supposed to be robotic? What's the name?
Customs brokers. Because everything just gets x-rayed and this and that. Don't need a person to do that.
I mean, they can always find something to sneak through customs, so have an actual person check you. I think that's important.
How about this one? Robotics engineer. Robots building robots.
Robots building robots. I'm 50-50 on that one too.
Travel agent.
Pimp Panda. Pimp Panda NA.
How about this? Property and casualty
ICE
insurance.
is the people who chase down illegals.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know what ICE he was talking about after a minute.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was talking about like cold ice for a minute, but yeah, I know what ICE does. Yeah. They're not good people either.
Property and casualty insurance claims examiner. The people, like your you have a tornado takes off your roof, there's a property claims examiner comes and says, okay, this is what all...
How the hell is a robot supposed to determine how much you get?
Probably what happens is you take the picture of the damage yourself, send it to them, and they will estimate how much it will cost to
No,
make
no,
it right.
Fuck that.
Well,
For
there's
me,
car
like get
insurance
money
companies do
to
that
take
now.
care. For me to get money to take care of my my house or whatever, I need an actual person to understand like what I'm going through, emotion wise, mental wise. Like my roof just got ripped off. Like I need a person to actually understand what I'm going through instead of robot just, it don't look that bad. Nah, here you go, $1,000.
Yeah. Well, there's more. Crop, farm worker, and laborer. Now, farming, again, for decades, has been moving towards automation. Period.
Yeah, they've been slowly going through that towards robots anyway.
Like orange pickers. Nobody picks oranges. Nobody picks apples.
No.
There are devices that clamp onto a tree and wrap around the tree and literally shake the heck out of the tree until all the fruit falls.
Yeah, you could easily train a robot to do that. And also they have the ones that will take like the tree and then they will like cut it a certain way and then it will separate the pieces of the tree from the like fruit or whatever. Right. So they already have that. Sort of, but it is operated by a person still. But they can easily train a robot to do that.
This is actually one I was surprised it wasn't completely automated. Is an etcher or engraver.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, a robot pretty much already do most of the work anyway. So,
Well,
I mean, you still have some.
You have to set it up. I mean, they work generally with patterns.
Yeah,
but
you
you
have
have to set it up and all.
Yeah,
that.
I honestly don't know. Cause they got to put the numbers and stuff in and all that. I don't know. I mean, you can train a robot to do that, but like how? Technically, you'll still have to put like the numbers in. So technically, the robot's still not doing it. I mean, unless you have like a fully function like AI and like you go up to it and like, yeah, I want this, that, and that, and it just processes it and then like start doing it. That one's kind of up in the air. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, but it's all moving towards automation.
Everything's moving towards robots. And then the things like I said, people don't realize like this stuff. They're not making this stuff to help us out.
Oh, absolutely not. All right.
They're not making robots to do your job to help you out.
They're doing
It's
stuff with robots
like,
to do your job. So
it's like having a new guy.
You know more.
It's like having a new guy start at your job and you're training him, and then once you fully train him, they fire you.
Well, that's happened more times I can count.
Oh yeah, it happened, but that's pretty much where it's going. Instead of you training an actual person, you'll be they're already going to be pretty much training a robot, and you're going to be like, okay, yeah, this thing is helping us out, it's cool and all that, and then, okay, well, we got to let you go.
Yep, because this is here to replace you.
What happened? I've been here for 40 years. I've been doing a great job. Yeah, but we got this thing that don't cost us any. We ain't got to pay anything to it.
It doesn't have sick days. We don't have to give it vacation time. It doesn't.
We ain't got to take vacation. We ain't got to worry about all that. We ain't got to worry about taking sick time. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Ain't got no family issues to worry about. No baby mama drama. No baby daddies. None of that. Ain't got none of that.
That's true. Now, I've watched videos of YouTubers who said we should go over to TikTok.
Good.
TikTok is run by China. Okay.
The TikTok is the new what was that shit called? Vine. TikTok's the new Vine, and I'm surprised it's still relevant, and it's gonna extinct like everything else.
Well, TikTok is reportedly, rumor, poaching Facebook employees right in its backyard. And it's kind of course, to develop the site, to do the video and this stuff. The difference with TikTok is you're not monetized. But who knows? Maybe they will be one day. I'm sure that's more, China censorship.
I mean, it's the new Vine, and just like Vine, it's just gonna go away. Then they'll just come up with something else.
Well,
The,
well, here's the thing too. It goes to the story we did about Blizzard, about Blizzard
yeah, I'm
enforces
right.
things
Thank you.
rude, its rules. People said, well, why are they kissing China's ass? Well, China is a big market.
Yeah, they are. You know how much stuff we have that we buy from China,
I'm
and
talking
like,
about to sell to. I'm
oh yeah, yeah, they buy a bunch of our stuff, man. Like their iPhones, like they buy them heavily because
That's what they want.
no, they you'd be surprised of how much they spend, from us, that they purchase from us that we got and they want. And when somebody wants something, if they got the money for it, they're gonna get it. They're gonna buy it.
Well,
And if they like it, why not? Why not? If it's constantly like going and we're like keep giving them like good stuff, why not keep it going? Why not keep that train open? Because they enjoy it, and they got people who want certain things that we have, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go over here to the U.S. and we're gonna talk to them, and we're gonna get a fresh shipment in.
I'm talking about about Blizzard and software. Do you think Blizzard doesn't want to be in China? Why wouldn't they be? China is roughly the same size as the United States. Okay?
Yeah, and they got a lot more people.
4 times the population. There's 1.3 billion Chinese in China versus 300 and some million in the United States.
That's a lot of money that can be made.
Well, they want money. That's what they're in business for. The first thing you want to do, and you're in business, is make money. That's number one. That's not five. That's not the 10th thing. That's the first thing. Because if you don't make money, you end up like Sears in bankruptcy court.
Yeah, or you can be like Toys R Us, make comeback
Well, they ain't back yet.
slowly.
But leads to the next story. China's Tencent will seamlessly embed video ads directly into movies. And I'm going to play this video. There's no audio to it. But this is really cool and kind of like scary at the same time. Because this guy is like drinking coffee and it just changes. A sign becomes an advertisement. A building. This is all done with computers with AI, where they're just changing a video and putting an ad in its place. Like I say, it's kind of cool. Also kind of like, because they just want to sell you something.
Yeah, that's to me. I'll get pissed off real easily.
Now, if you go to China, you have to install an app. And what that app does, of course, is spies on you.
Yay!
But now they also have their people running this app. China's study, the Great Nation app, enables spying via a back door. Who's surprised? And it's mandatory use.
They like keeping an eye on you, man. They like keeping an eye on you. They like keeping an eye on their people. They like make sure everyone's in line.
Well, and I hate to say this, but if you think about it, now we talked about when California banned plastic straws, right?
Yeah.
I can understand why they did that. Would that work here? No, that would be stupid to do here. We don't have the population density that a place like California does. Now, remember, I just said that that China has 4 times the population of the United States, right?
Yeah.
Well, when you have the same size as the United States with 4 times the population density, what happens if you don't monitor your people?
A lot of bad stuff can happen.
There you go. So for China, to me, it makes sense.
Yeah, and like that's too many people to what's name. Like when you have that many people, you can't see what everyone's doing. Like anybody can get away with anything. So
Right.
it makes sense to keep an eye on them.
But you have any desire to play Fallout 76?
Hell no.
Well, here's another reason why you shouldn't. And this article says the opposite. It's funny to me. Fallout 76 just gave people a reason to play the Outer Worlds instead, which is a part of that game, right? So for $13 a month or $100 a year, you can play part of this game.
No, fuck that. Nope.
And
You're not
that's,
charging me $100 a year for part of a game.
yeah, I mean it's dumb, it's stupid, but it's also Bethesda.
That is like beyond DLC. Like that is taking it another step beyond.
More money. Like I said,
Yeah, but for part
software.
of a game, you're not paying me. You're not. I'm not paying you anything so I can play part of a game. Like a game should be. They should be like it used to be. Once a game come out, it should be fully finished with everything. If you have an extra level, you can unlock it somehow, whatever. But not without paying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had to earn it. You had to grind for it. You had
Like
to earn
certain
it.
like games used to be you to unlock a new stage, you have to complete the story, or you have to do certain challenges on a stage, or collect this many things, or collect you gotta shoot these targets or whatever. Like you had to achieve something to unlock something new. That's what the games used to be.
And it gave you a sense of achievement.
Yeah, and it made you want to like, okay, I really want to see what this new stage is, so let me go ahead and complete these things, or let me go ahead and complete the story or whatever. Let me go ahead and grab all these medals while I'm playing.
So that, like you say, so that it's something you're grinding for, so you get your own sense of achievement, positive reinforcement. But no, oh, you have to spend money to unlock that. Now
Yeah, all
that to me,
games
I
now
agree
are
is
half.
wrong.
All games now are half finished.
If if they're even half finished.
They're half finished, and if they are finished, it's pay to win.
But here's to my
Like you have the free games. You have the free games that's fully finished, but it's pay to win.
pay to play, play to win.
Oh,
And
you want this cool skin for your rifle?
well,
Give us $5.
well, I don't have a problem with that because it's a skin. Well,
Yeah,
I
but there's
have
no
a
way to unlock it. Like there's no way to unlock it. Like you literally have to pay.
well, I don't have a problem with the skin because the skin doesn't give you an advantage. Now, if you have to pay to get a mega cannon that will make it so you can win, that's a problem. A skin, like for example, I play a lot of Apex Legends. There's a gun called the Flatline. No matter what skin I put on that gun, no matter what shape they make that gun, because like some of the guns you can make them look like dragons and this stuff and the other thing, it does not change the base functionality of that gun. It doesn't give you an advantage. It's just a skin. See what I mean? I don't have a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that because that then is up to you to control yourself to say, hey, what am I going to spend real life money for that for? Be able to play that for a year because they're just going to come out with something new. You know what I mean? But where it's where you have to buy this gun for $10 and that's the only way you could win the game, that's wrong. But like I said, they're in business to make money, but you could do it honestly or you could be a crook. That's being a crook to me. And quite frankly, I just won't play your game. But speaking of outrages, everybody should watch Mark Zuckerberg deliver a speech on free expression at Georgetown University. I sat down and I watched that. And I watched him twist in the wind like a kite on no string. How he's for free speech, free speech, free speech. You know, sell your data. Sell your data. We want to sell your data. That's what he's defending. He was trying to explain that, especially how politicians, even though their ad violates their terms of service, he allows the ads to run because they should be allowed to say what they want to say, and then it's up to people to judge what they're saying. That would be true if Facebook was running those ads for free. But they don't. Politicians pay money. He never says that. They're paying money to buy the ad. When you're buying an ad, you put what you want in the ad.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that's how it is.
And that was the funniest thing to me. He never said anything about they are paying for the ads. Well, no, it's because it's this honorable reason. Well, you're not giving away your ad space on your platform for these politicians to say what they want to say in this ad that's nothing but bullshit. They're paying for you to promote their bullshit. And the thing that irked me, which I know I'm going on a rant. I'm not letting you talk right now.
Sorry.
But goes on to this as well. When he testified about to Congress, and I watched that as well, and there was 6 hours of that. He twisted again in the wind. And the Democrats, the thing that irked me about this is the Democrats were the ones asking the hard questions. The Republicans were kissing his fucking ass.
Are you surprised?
I shouldn't be. I shouldn't. Well, no, I'm not surprised. To answer your question, no, I wasn't surprised. But I shouldn't. This is something that you're dealing with. They want to create their own cryptocurrency. Now, what Zuckerberg danced around was when they said, whoa, okay, you want to start this cryptocurrency based on the dollar. You have this independent group that your friend chairs that you have no influence on. Bullshit. So what happens to the data? He was dumbfounded. He was like...
All his interviews are cringy to watch.
Well, I didn't find it cringy so much. I mean, there were a lot of good, honest questions that I will say were like a light-hearted questions that needed to be asked, and he gave very good, very definitive, and fine answers too. But when it came to the harder questions,
he could just give you that dumb look on his face.
He was useless, and the thing, and you could tell him that he was trying to spin it in a positive light, but was failing miserably at doing that. And it just to me was basically, we already have money. That's our job as the government and the Constitution. It's not up to you to create your own money. That, guess what? To get the money is, however you get the money, but the wallet is what costs you. To have the Kibra wallet is what costs, and that's where Facebook makes its money. But it's also, of course, going to make money on, okay, you like Charmin bathroom tissue. Well, why don't you try a different, XYZ brand of tissue? And that's one thing. That's one of the things he danced around.
Yeah, I ain't surprised at all.
But you could tell that, oh yeah, that set me off because, like I said, the reason business is in business is to make money.
Yep, to sell your data.
Yep. And that is our show for this week. I'm George, and this is my best bud.
Jonathan, you guys can follow me on YouTube, j.fba, or Twitter, j.fba90, or on Twitch, just regular j.fba as well.
And we will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
Peace.